Do your glory days as a high school athlete feel far behind you? Are memories of being out there competing so clear that you can feel it? But then reality sets in and your stiff back, achy knees, and painful shoulders remind you that it's been years or even decades since you could that way. Don't worry, the team at Better with Physical Therapy's one-on-one customized care can help you feel and move better again. Specialists will find the cause of what's slowing you down, build a plan that will help you realize that your glory days are still ahead of you. You can get better with Physical Therapy located in the Madison YMCA. Request an appointment today at betterwithpt.com.
Thanks to Better with PT, everyone watching at home can enjoy this game at no cost.
Paul Beers of KJM. These free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingendsiding.com.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
From Force hot water baseboards to steam heat pumps. It doesn't matter if it's oil, gas, propane, or electricity. Let us help you feel the energy. Cool. Let your company our concern.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
At Pascarella Brothers, we love creating great food for our customers.
Everything is made daily using real fresh ingredients, and you can taste the difference.
We specialize in creating gluten-free options for our customers. All prepared in a separate area, so there's no cross-contamination.
We also pride ourselves on providing unparalleled catering for events big and small.
We love what we do.
Stop into Pascarella Brothers.
You'll taste the difference.
Spirit Ways. Top companies in the state providing residential and commercial HVAC installation and replacement services, along with their whole home generator installation, replacement, and service. Go to Spear Air to schedule an appointment right now.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of big state sports and the New Jersey high school student athletes.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Pipeworks Services, providing quality plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical services, and insulation for 20-plus years. Our unwavering commitment to excellent service has earned us the trust of North and Central New Jersey communities. Call us today at 973-298-1961 to experience our dependable and caring expertise.
Do your glory days as a high school athlete feel far behind you? Are memories of being out there competing so clear that you can feel it? But then reality sets in and your stiff back, achy knees, and painful shoulders remind you that it's been years or even decades since you could move that way. Don't worry, the team at Better with Physical Therapy's one-on-one customized care can help you feel and move better again. Their specialists will find the cause of what's slowing you down and build a plan that will help you realize that your glory days are still ahead of you. You can get better with Better with Physical Therapy, located in the Madison YMCA. Request an appointment today at betterwithpt.com.
Thanks to Better with PT, everyone watching at home can enjoy this game at no cost.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingendsiding.com.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
From forced hot air and hot water baseboards to steam heat and heat pumps, it doesn't matter if it's oil, natural gas, propane, or electricity. Let us help you feel the energy. B.A. Colella Heating and Cooling. Let your comfort be our concern.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
At Pascarella Brothers, we love creating great food for our customers.
Everything is made daily using real fresh ingredients, and you can taste the difference.
We specialize in creating gluten-free options for our customers, all prepared in a separate area so there's no cross-contamination.
We also pride ourselves on providing unparalleled catering for events big and small.
We love what we do.
Stop into Pascarella Brothers.
You'll taste the difference.
Spear Air in Rockaway is one of the top companies in the state providing residential and commercial HVAC installation and replacement services, along with their whole home generator installation, replacement, and service. Go to Spear Air to schedule an appointment right now.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in wide open net. Too easy right there.
Molly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go!
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to
Lineups ahead tonight on more Sussex Sports.
Newark, New Jersey, our scene this evening. It's the home opener for Morrisley in USLW. It's Morrisley as they square off against Manhattan SC on a gorgeous Wednesday evening in Newark. These two sides going in opposite directions and are getting set for a Wednesday night clash. But before our contest begins, let's send it to our PA announcer, Josh Solomon.
Between the visiting Manhattan SC and your two-time Metropolitan champions, Morrisley. Now let's introduce the starting lineups first for the visiting Manhattan SC. Starting in goal, number 99, Dimitri Vaughn. Midfielder, number 3, Jeanette Arias Martinez. Defender, number 25, Kayla Gonzalez. Midfielder, number 31, Amanda Cruz. Defender, number 10, Hillary Fournette. Forward, number 15, Maya Perdue. Midfielder, number 19, Adriana Melger. Defender, number 21, Lola Gitlin. Forward, number 22, Ellen Lundenberg. Defender, number 26, Jennifer Rodriguez. And number 20, Ariel Louie. And now the starting lineup for your Morrisley SC. In goal, number 1 from NJIT, Samantha Constantine. Defender, number 2 from Miami, Harley Wisocki. Midfielder, number 8 from LaSalle University, Ella Cadigan. Forward, number 11 from Mercy University, Susu Dixon. Forward, number 12 from Lehigh University, Amina Gurua. Defender, number 17 from the University of Memphis, Jillian Boyd. Midfielder, number 18 from Penn State University, Riley Ross. Forward, number 19 from Bucknell University, Hannah Anderkin. Midfielder, number 20 from Oxford University, Ellie Go. Defender, number 21 from Columbia University, Marcia Owo. Defender, number 22 from Columbia University, Courtney Root. Morrisley is coached by head coach Stephanie Savino, assisted by Scott Maloney, Richie Castro, and Justin Howell. Now, will everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged
We are just moments away from kickoff here at Rutgers Newark as we say hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Morris Elite Women's Soccer for another season here at Rutgers Newark. I'm Robbie Basil alongside Josh Solomon, ready to take you through not just this game, but the entirety of the USLW and USL2 seasons for Morris Elite in 2025. Josh, let's start with Morris Elite, who have been in great form, going on the road for 3 straight match days and finding a result in all 3, being on 7 points. They're in an interesting spot. What should we be watching out for from them today?
I think, well, first of all, you're going to watch out for Amina Barua, who came off the bench in the 64th minute in last weekend's matchup against Long Island. Scored 2 goals all by herself, Robbie. I mean, pretty phenomenal stuff. She's actually starting up front today, so I'm excited to watch her and see what offensive potential she brings in this formation for Morris Elite, and that's who I'm really looking forward to. Not, I would say pretty good goal scoring in terms of 3 goals in their first match against NJ Copa FC, 2 goals against Paisley Athletic in a 2-2 draw, and 2 goals in that Long Island victory at Long Island. But Robbie, the big thing out of those 3 first matches before we start here match day 4, their first match at home, is all 3 winning or, 1 draw result, but no losses on the road to start out the season. That's really tough. It's something we talked with head coach Steph before the game, and she said to do all of that all while on the road is pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive what they've done so far. Morris Elite coming into this matchup second in the Metro Division, just behind they really have their match at hand here in match week 4. On the other side, Manhattan in a very difficult position, slow start for them, coming off of a very difficult 5-0 defeat against AC Connecticut. They're switching a lot. They have a different goalkeeper this week in Fong, number 99. She's in the white kit. They're in a very interesting position. But what a challenge it is for them today, and what an opportunity it is to come out and play a big-name team in Morris Elite and possibly get an upset on the road.
Robbie, we were talking about this before we went on air earlier on the field and talking with coaches and players, and honestly, the hype around this Morris Elite side, it's just too much for me. Like, I was talking to the head coaching staff, talking to the players, how excited they are to finally be home, to wait practically a month to get that first home match. I just don't know. I think the momentum might be too big, and I just don't know if Manhattan is going to be able to retaliate. But we'll have to see. I think it all really starts in the first 10 minutes. I think that offensive pressure in this attacking system, having basically 4 women up front for Morris Elite attacking the goal, that's going to be the real test. So if Manhattan's able to hold them off early, I think they have a chance, but I don't know.
It's going to be tough. Remember, 2 second-half goals in the victory over Long Island Rough Riders this past weekend. As you look at the lineups for Morris Elite, Constantine in goal, Poise, Oyo, Roy and Waisaki in the back, Crossing Cadigan in central midfield, Andakan, Go, and Dixon in attacking midfield with Barua in goal, up front, rather. We talked about Barua in the Open just moments ago.
I think we're going to keep talking about her in this game.
It's going to be fun to watch what she can do. She'll be in number 12 in the sky blue. That is what Morris Elite wear at home. You can see her on the more left-hand side. A team that had a lot of expectation going into this season, Morris Elite, in a very odd spot. Being behind, though, right in the conversation at the top of the Metro Division. On the flip side, Dimitri Fong is in goal for the visiting Manhattan SC. Back four of Rodriguez, Gitlin, along with Cornet and Gonzalez. Midfield of Cruz alongside Melger and Owie as well. And one player that you can definitely watch out for up front is Maya Presume, who does play for Yukon Club Soccer, but she's one of the leaders in goals as we are underway at Rutgers Newark. Manhattan SC moving from right to left in the red kits. Morris Elite on their opposition in the sky blue. Home opener for Morris Elite, an opportunity to continue their hot start, unbeaten in 3 matches, all on the road. And Morris Elite trying to move it up the left-hand side. Waisaki had it for a moment, now move it to the opposite wing. And a good interception, and cleared away only for a moment. And now Morris Elite, very early on in this match, they know how to attack and they know how to get the job done. Now the ball's out wide with Melgar, heading towards the corner flag. Melgar whips in a high cross, but Fong comes out and collects.
And you can already say, Robbie, a minute in, and technically the first shot attempt for Morris Lee, even though that was more towards the cross. A nice job by goalkeeper Fong to step out and grab that one. I think already we can tell, look at the height difference between these teams. Manhattan, smaller players compared to this Morris Elite squad. I wonder if that same mindset is going to be shown throughout the whole game of getting those crosses in, and especially on corners too. I think corners is going to be a big upside heading Morris Elite's way just because of that height differential between squads.
Here's Jennifer Rodriguez at left center back. Rodriguez, who made her debut in that victory over Hudson Valley, their lone win on the season. It's intercepted, and now it's in possession with Oho at right center half.
I'm also looking to see how Cadigan is going to play that holding midfielder position. I'm trying to figure out how well she's going to be able to kind of be the catalyst to spark offensive momentum, especially in the counterattack, as she plays a pretty nice through ball there, gets intercepted, and heading back Manhattan's way as they'll circle back.
Cruz was the one who intercepted it. You'll see her in holding midfield number 31. As we're going to get a whistle and a handball offense on the far side. Just over 2 minutes into the home opener for Morris Elite in 2025 in USLW. As the referee will blow this one back for an illegal restart, and we're going to try that one again.
Manhattan's very excited to get the ball on the opposite end of the field, which so far through the first 240 has not been going their way.
That one won for a moment by Cross. But Morris Elite were unable to maintain possession. That one was hit forward in the direction of the 17 in red. But it's one back for Morris Elite by Roy, and hit forward, and will actually go out of play for a throw-in for the ladies, correction, a foul for the ladies in sky blue. Hit forward by Constantine, the goalkeeper. Now it's Isaki on the near side. Isaki with pace, moving across the center of midfield. And maintaining possession are the ladies in blue. And they're trying to get another opportunity, but it'll go out of play by the corner flag on the near side. Maybe difficult to see from our camera position, but it is a throw-in for Manhattan. And they're able to clear, but only as far as the Morris Elite center half. Hit forward over the top. This is where this can get dangerous. An opportunity early for Morris Elite. Centering pass, but cleared away only for a moment. Still inside the 18-yard box. Barua going for it, and a long chance, but it finishes way over the bar and into the rocks.
Robbie,
now for a goal kick.
Already Barua making her presence known. We're only 4 minutes into this match. And the forward out of Lehigh doing what she does best, getting into the opposing box. She did that there, was out muscling players on the defensive end for Manhattan side. Almost got a goal scoring opportunity, almost ended up in the back of the net.
So Fong, their goalkeeper, will hit it forward. Fong, one of the more experienced players on this Manhattan SC side, 46 career appearances at New Mexico. New Mexico State, came off the bench and gets the starting goal for the ladies in red. One back by Gonzalez and hit forward. Just trying to get out of their own half now. Now it's go for Morris Elite. Moved over to Waisaki. Now it's in a good attacking position. It's Cross. Cross with a great strike, but it's Fong again able to come out and make the save. And another shot on target early on for Morris Elite.
Dimitri Fong, 27 years old, the goalkeeper. She made 46 career appearances with 42 starts in her college career at New Mexico State. And so far early, we can already tell there's going to be a lot on her plate tonight, a lot of stops that are going to have to be made to keep Morris Elite off the board.
Well, Gitlin tried to hit one forward, but Morris Elite with the brief interception, and now they have it with Cross. She's unable to complete an extra pass, and now it's Mitchell. Or just turned there by Ambrosia Mitchell. Correction, that was Martinez.
Tried to find that through ball to Gitlin and just interrupted by Morris Elite there. Was pacing down our left side and your left side on your screen. Just wasn't able to complete it through two defenders heading towards the box.
So here's Fong once more. Moved over to Rodriguez. Another one of the experienced players, 24 years old, the 26 in red. A good bit of high pressure there from Morris Elite, trying to force an interception on the near side. And it's Waisaki able to get that interception. Good duel on the near side right by the midfield line. And it's hit forward in the direction of Presume, but goes all the way back to Constantine. Still very early in this end-to-end contest so far. Morris Elite 0, Manhattan 0. So attempted through ball in the direction of Gitlin, but it's intercepted by Waisaki. She's been all over, and she'll have the ball once more, but it's taken away by Melgar. And Manhattan SC, who struggled to find possession in the first couple of minutes, have started to find their footing early on.
Both teams really struggling with turnovers right now, though. It's the two outliers with offensive chances that Morris Elite has had. The one cross into the box and the one chance by Barua to get a goal-scoring opportunity that went over the head of everyone, including goalkeeper Dimitri Fong. And besides that, it's been turnovers on both sides so far.
There's a battle in the midfield. Good work there by Presume. She's able to get to wide to Gitlin, but it's again intercepted. Good work by the defense. Oho causing problems there at center back. And she was able to win it for Morris Elite, and they now have possession on the far side. That's with Reut. Hit forward, and now there's a good looking through ball towards Barua, but it's a little bit too far. goes to the feet of Fong, who swings it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez's pass taken away for a moment by Wysocki, but now is Melgar. Plays all the way back to our goalkeeper once again. You talked about, Josh, in the first 10 minutes, how important it was for Manhattan to find a footing in this matchup. Hold on that thought one moment. There's an interception in the midfield by Dixon. And now a good outlet pass towards Barua. It is still Barua. And her shot's going to fire way wide. One shot on target through the first 9 minutes and change.
And that one was honestly just a cross, too, that one shot on target. It wasn't even aiming for the goalkeeper. It was just a nice way to step out by Fong and grab that ball out of whatever trouble could be happening in the box. Again, Robbie, I think the height differential is going to cause some panic for this Manhattan team. You see it as it already has. It was a great play by Fong to step out and make that catch earlier in the match, but I think it's just going to come back and haunt them at some point. We haven't seen it yet, but you know, as the clock continues to tick, I think something's going to go wrong.
Battle in the midfield won by Manhattan once again, as they'll move it to the outside with Owie looking for Presume. Now wide to Gitlin and trying to hit one over the top, but it's intercepted again by Morrisally. And good bit of high pressing there from Presume, trying to find one teammate in the 18-yard box, but it's hit away and out for a throw. First bit of high press after losing possession there by Manhattan, and it worked to fruition a little bit, almost getting their best opportunity in the match so far. I suck. Now it is with Go. All the way back to Constantine. Here's Cross. Riley Cross hitting a long ball over the top. She is Andakan. Numbers on
Great
the break
ball
for Morris Elite. It's Andakan. It's Andakan. Great shot. Big time save. And that one's going to draw the first set piece of our matchup. This will be a corner on the far side. Big time save by Fong, keeping this game 0-0.
Off Fong, off the post, too. You have to remember that left post came into play. I think it was on the outer half, but here we go, Robbie. I mean, I keep talking about it. We're 11 minutes in. Let's see how this corner works out with the height differential, with Morris Elite having bigger, taller players than Manhattan.
Corner will be taken on the far side. Just about 12 minutes into our contest. Lofted ball near post, headed away only for a moment by Presume.
Have to get more on that in order to give your players a chance there.
Correction, that was Gonzalez, and she was trying to hit forward again. Another cross attempt blocked. This time by Lundeberg, and she'll just actually play it out off of Morsley, and it'll be out for a throw. So still early stages in this matchup. And so far we've seen some good and some bad from both of these sides. What do you think is the one thing that Morris Elite should be focusing on changing early on, if anything? Josh.
I think continuing to find those set pieces, as we talked about. We saw one corner there. Obviously, you can try your best to draw corners and get deflections off the goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, you want to score a goal. I think that what they're doing is okay right now. They're controlling the tempo for the most part, and when they're not controlling the tempo, I don't think we've seen a shot on goal yet from Manhattan, right? So right now, I think they're doing everything the right way. As you can see there, they're trying to get balls through, and one of them that went to Cadigan earlier, that was a very good through ball. I think they're doing a pretty good job right now.
Cadigan having the best chance so far, and Morris Elite are back in possession, yet still no goals early on in the Morris Elite USLW home opener.
I don't know how that chance wasn't capitalized. That was a 3-on-1 opportunity.
There's
a really nice counterattack.
Another turnover by Morris Elite. Aerial duel, and it's going to be ending up with a foul. Presume charging into the Morris Elite defender, and it was actually Roy, who's playing at center back, who wins the free kick. Roy, the defender from Wayne, New Jersey, played at Columbia, hits that one forward. Duel in the midfield, one by Go, and she tried to fire a wide pass towards Dixon, but it's cleared away by Manhattan. Only to Isaki. Now an opportunity. Dixon, gorgeous through ball, looking for cross, but it's the goalkeeper again, and Fong, who beat Riley Cross to that one, but another interception in the midfield, and Manhattan turn it over yet again.
It's been all Morris Elite when it comes to possession in the last 10 minutes.
Here's Dixon. Dixon moving forward with pace. Dixon, good-looking ball. Early chance again for Morris Elite, but it's a missed opportunity. Andekon was credited with a shot, but it's actually going to be whistled back for an offsides. So offside was the decision. AR on the near side.
I was going to
Put
say
up the flag.
Andekon would want that one back, but taken back for offsides anyway, so it doesn't matter because that was a very big first touch and set her up for a really tough shot on the redirect. But continuing again, Morris Elite, although that's going to be a foul on Susu Dixon. So going Manhattan's way again. Let's see if they can complete a possession for at least 30 seconds to a minute here before a turnover.
And one player that we talked about in our early meetings was Susu Dixon, a player who you'll see on the wing. U.S. coaches first, second, and third team All-Region in 3 years in college so far, playing at Mercy University. She actually was in that duel we just saw moments ago, and now it's Andekon. And we're going to get a collision right by the top of the R and the Rutgers logo. And foul conceded.
Seemed like Gonzalez and Barua got into a little bit of a collision there.
Yeah, it's exactly what the referee was calling right there to make the decision. And it's going to go the other way. Rather stay with Morrison. Hit forward by Roy, looking over the top for Go, but she was offsides again. So another offside for Morris Elite in near consecutive possessions. The AR on the near side, right on that one.
Go after that offsides call was, I guess, making her point known, saying she wasn't offsides.
From where we are, it's very tough to tell, and there's good bit of work by the striker Barua, who dropped deep to force a throw-in, but ball eventually will go back to Fong, the goalkeeper of Manhattan, and you can see Morris Elite starting to show a little bit of frustration, but they've been on the front foot for the majority of the first 17 minutes. And there'll be a throw on the far side. Hit back to Poise. And she'll move over to Oho. To the wing to Andekon. She has space. She'll move over to a cross. But good bit of defensive play again. And it's the experienced center half causing problems in Gonzalez, who forced that interception, and she's actually going to get another one trying to clear it away, but it'll only be a partial clearance as it's out of play for another Morris Elite throw.
At this point now, you're just kind of trying to wear down Manhattan, see when these defenders and midfielders, their legs are just going to draw to a stop. They're going to be a little lackluster, and then Morris Elite has a chance to kind of counter off of that and get one in the back of the net, because it's been all Morris Elite so far in terms of possession. A few goal-scoring opportunities, and maybe one right here.
Hold on, here's Presume for Manhattan off of a turnover. Presume gets past one. It's Presume, and then an early goal for Manhattan. First shot on goal, first goal of our match. And it's the striker in Presume her second goal on the year, and it's Manhattan who strike first.
Oh, Presume, what a great job to control that ball, work out to on the other side of her defender to be able to keep possession, and it's the first goal-scoring opportunity, the first shot on net for Manhattan, and ends up in the back of the net.
Second goal on the season for Maya Presume, one of the few players on this team who doesn't play at a major college level, plays club soccer at UConn, and she will open our scoring. So second goal in the season on the first real goal-scoring opportunity for Manhattan, and it's the visitors who are out in front early. So now the score is Morris Elite 0, Manhattan 1. And still another chance again for Morris Elite. Good duel and shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, and there was a minor collision in the box, but Morris Elite hold on to it. Dixon pressing in the corner. And now is on the near side, and we're going to get a trip and a foul. It's conceded by Morris Elite. Good work there on the near side by the fullback of Manhattan. And let's go back to that goal a little bit. You were talking about, well, Manhattan haven't had a lot of goal-scoring opportunities, and there you go. First real one, and first goal.
I mean, Robbie, you talk about how momentum shifts not only in sports, but especially in the game of soccer. This was one of those games where for the first 19 minutes, all we saw was Morris Elite, Morris Elite, Morris Elite. A few goal-scoring opportunities, not able to get behind one in net. But then on the other side, it just takes one chance. One through ball can make the difference, and luckily for Manhattan, they capitalized on it.
There's another throw, and it'll be on the near side. And
But an absolute great play, by the way, for Presume to not only get the ball in the first place, drive all the way to the box, but stay on the ball too and complete the finish as well, going around her defender to get it on the opposite side and finish with her right foot.
Another interception by Morris Elite. That's something they've done really well so far. Barua drops it off, and now Cross pushing forward. Numbers on the break again for Morris Elite. It's Cross, but not a very strong shot, and we have a player down, and I believe that's Go.
I think she cramped up with the back of her leg, maybe her hamstring. I saw her go down. She immediately grasped at it. It looked like a cramp. Hopefully she's okay, but notice it on that attack towards goal.
So this is going to be one of those opportunities. We actually have multiple players stretching out. We picked up on it when we got to the field a few hours ago. The heat.
Yes.
Here in Newark, New Jersey tonight. You had when we were arriving at the field, you had felt like over 90 at one point.
And especially when you're playing on turf, that increases by 10 degrees.
So good news that Go is helped to her feet, but she was a little slow to get up as well.
Ellie Go graduated from Hofstra University from the UK, Bedford in the United Kingdom. Had a 4-year tenure at Middle Tennessee State. Then finished her college career with her graduate season at Hofstra. 5'7" the midfielder is. She actually made 59 career appearances at Middle Tennessee. She started and scored in the second match Morris Elite had against Paisley Athletic.
Let's talk about the situation Morris Elite is in. And we've harped on it, and I bet everyone listening to the match has heard us harp on it before. It's a very odd spot, and being down a 0-0, you have to understand that you see some of the frustration on some of the players, and Steph Savino's in a very odd spot being behind. Because if you've paid attention to Morris Elite all season, they don't trail very much.
No.
And remember, they went up a 0-0 and then eventually 2-0 in the victory over Long Island. So they didn't trail in their previous match. And now behind despite conceding one shot, it's a very odd place to be in, not just in their spot, but in any level of soccer, being behind. As I believe we're going to get a substitution for Morris Elite. I believe we're going to see Angelina Vargas. And she will replace Go. So, substitution is Angelina Vargas, who replaces Ellie Go. As we are back underway once again. Cleared forward by Fong, but won back by Vargas. Now it's in the attacking, or was in the attacking phase with Cadigan, and hit forward, looking for a cross, but it will go all the way back to the goalkeeper in Fong, who's had a lot to do, but not a lot of shots on target. It's plays like that, balls over the top, through balls in, heading towards the 18. Just not the most difficult start for a goalkeeper. Battle in the midfield, won again by Manhattan. They're pushing forward once more. Is Lundeberg looking for Presume, going for the corner now. Presume looking for a cross, and it's going to be out for a goal kick. Despite appeals from both sides, it will be a goal kick taken quickly by Constantine.
Constantine wants to get the pace moving again for Morris Elite. It's how they were doing well within the first 20 minutes of this game, but haven't seen much of that since.
It was Vargas, who had an initial pass intercepted, but long ball over the top. This is where Morris Elite get dangerous. It's Andakan. In a 1v1, Andakan, good touch. Andakan's finish blocked and cleared only to Waisaki, who's dropped into the midfield. Good interception by her. Extra pass, looking for one more, and a good duel, and looks like we might have a foul. No, referee says play on. Here's Dixon. Another interception. Manhattan forcing a lot of turnovers and getting a lot of those interceptions in the defending third for them. As part of the reason why they're ahead 1-0, and there's another attempt of a turnover, but it was held on to by Morris Elite. Now it's wide. Barua broke through, but had that extra pass too far, and we have another player down. Not sure which player it is for Manhattan. As we're going to get another stoppage, and it looks like it could be more cramping, which has been a theme in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
What's a way you can put it?
Yeah, I mean, with this warm weather, Robbie, that we've been kind of touching on earlier, the sun is beginning to set, so hopefully a little cooler for the players and us up here, obviously, in the booth as well. Would be nicer for everyone, but seems like she'll be okay. Hobbling off, though. As of now, is there a substitute waiting down the line? We'll have to wait and see, but Morris Elite, in the last 5 minutes, I think we saw some tenacity and hunger for a goal, more than we've seen so far. Yes, they controlled the pace within the first 20 minutes, and we will see a substitution coming on for Ella.
Actually, Lundeberg was just getting instructions, right?
Oh, Lundeberg was getting instructions, so
that's one player that we haven't really talked about yet. And Ellen Lundeberg, the native of Sweden, played for Bridgeport in college. She actually made her debut and scored on debut. So, the Swedish native who can create a lot of damage out on that left wing.
So it was Kayla Gonzalez that went down. She is still in a great deal of pain. As you can see her running, number 8, on right around the midfield of the Rutgers Newark logo. Very much struggling. Was getting instructions from the trainers on the sideline, kind of jumping up and down, trying to get her knees, I guess, ready to come back in, but you can tell she's limping, as she walks down the field right now. But she's going to try and power and fight through.
And hadn't had that previous throw in, but was intercepted by Wysocki and hit forward in the direction of Barua. And Barua is actually going to win a foul, a physical duel there between her and Gonzalez. And
I don't think you can argue that. She was clearly getting grabbed trying to receive that through ball down the line.
it was at one point a fair duel, but it was a free kick won by the center forward of Morris Elite. Here's Vargas pushing forward. Vargas with speed. Not the worst ball in by Angelina Vargas, but it was cleared away, and now for a throw on the near side.
Susu Dixon will take it. Or she's handing it off to her teammate Vargas to take the throw in.
Looking for her striker, and a good duel in the corner. Lofted cross, looking back post for Cadigan, I believe. Correction, Andakan. And Manhattan SC were actually able to clear that one away.
Got to be careful now on those long clears because that's how they scored.
The one chance that Manhattan SC has had so far, the one clear-cut chance, they were able to capitalize. And now here's Cross, and she's going to win a free kick in a dangerous position. So an opportunity now for Morris Elite. The set piece will be from about 23 to 25 yards or so. An opportunity in a moment like this to get a goal back. We're just past the half-hour mark. It's one of those major opportunities that you need to capitalize on in moments like this.
Robbie, this would be the chance. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast that Morris Elite just has that height advantage. So if there's a time to capitalize, it's on corners, and it's on cross opportunities like this. This is the perfect spot, though. You can't ask for a better placement of the ball for a foul, besides obviously a penalty kick.
Whipped in, and it'll go actually right into the hands of Fong. She may have to move one step.
That's
and
two.
Able to make the save and stay cool, calm, and collected in goal. And another opportunity for Morris Elite, but it's another opportunity squandered by this Manhattan defense.
Two opportunities where Fong has ended up with the ball in her gloves. Two crossing opportunities, and I feel like you can't take those for granted if you're Morris Elite right now. Yes, you've had shot opportunities and you've created chances, but I feel like those are the best chances that you can create with the opportunities you're given against the Manhattan squad today, and especially down 1-0, that's one they might regret.
Hit forward in the direction of Cadigan. She's moving forward from her holding midfield position all the way towards the end line, and good hustle by Cadigan as it's going to go out for a throw. So an opportunity again for Morris Elite. Granted, not a set piece, but a long throw-in attempt from a pretty decent position. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's about 2 steps off. Or they're actually going to signal it as a corner.
Yeah, it's a corner.
It's going to be ruled a corner. It was very tough to see from our angle, but it's a corner from the near side. Lofted right towards the penalty spot, but a chance that will go all the way over the bar and almost into that parking lot, about 15 feet above the goal, above the crossbar, rather.
I don't know, Robbie. It looked like Susu Dixon had some enemies made in that parking lot. She wanted to take advantage.
Tough argument to say for that one. Just over half an hour in, Manhattan SC leading by 1-0 over Morris Elite in the USLW home opener for Morris Elite at Rutgers Newark at Frederick Douglass Field on a hot Wednesday night. Here's a ball over the top looking for Barua, but it's a little bit too far.
Might have also been offsides, it looked like, too. I think Barua got a little bit of a head start.
So now it is with Owie trying to find Gitlin. Good hustle again by Owie. She'll hit it forward.
Gitlin wasn't looking for it, hit the back of her legs.
As Oho wins it for Morris Elite. And it'll be a throw-in on the near side. It'll be Vargas to take the throw. And ball will eventually go back into the feet of Samantha Constantine, who is in net in purple. Now it's out to the wide areas with poise. She's trying to move forward. Good hustle there by the 17 in blue as she wins a throw-in. Here's Andakan on the far side, and a good duel there as well as Hennessy were able to win it and clear it forward only for a moment. Here's Melgar, who's getting highly pressed by Morrisley, and an opportunity, and it's off the bar. Follow-up chance for Andakan, and it's wide. That initial chance looked like it was going over, but it was off the bar, and first real Morris Elite chance in nearly 15 minutes or so, and I don't know from your perspective, that one looked like it was going over, but maybe Fong got her hand to it.
Yeah, I think everyone here at Frederick Douglass Field had a big gasp when that one hit the crossbar. I also agree with you, Robbie. I thought it was going over on the chip attempt, and almost a second chance opportunity for a goal too.
Barua looking for cross, finding Dixon, able to outmuscle a defender. Dixon drops it back. Vargas, and her opportunity will go way wide. Sliced it away from the near post, and it'll be another goal kick from Manhattan. But you're seeing a little bit more life, a little bit more energy.
I think it's hunger, Robbie. I think that's what it is. You did not expect, we didn't expect up here, and I certainly know the coaching staff of Morris Elite didn't expect down there to be down 1-0 against this Manhattan squad 36 minutes into this match. We're in the 36th minute, and Morris Elite is still searching not only for its first goal in the game, but its first goal in the game to tie up a score against Manhattan, which we started the broadcast by saying a team that last weekend lost 5-0.
Like we said in the open, an opportunity for Manhattan to cause some havoc, and they've come to Newark and are leading a goal to nil despite one shot on target. Here's a through ball to Barua. Barua all alone. It's Barua. Passes it off, and it's Andakan with a finish.
Offsides flag is up. Offsides flag.
Will be offsides.
It's in the corner of your screen, so you cannot see it, but you have to trust me on this one. I see it in the corner flag, in the corner of my eyes. That flag was up. They let it play through. Barua had the chance to pass it off to a teammate. Let's take a look.
So we're not sure if it was on the initial. I thought it was on the initial, but
I think it was on,
waiting for.
I think it was on Barua.
It's tough to see. Remember, that angle was just on the goal, but it was a nice finish.
Right when the pass went to her, I immediately looked at the assistant referee to see if his flag went up, but obviously, you know, with newer rules, they let them play through those.
Here's Cross. Was hustling for that one towards the near side corner flag, but it's out of play for a throw. And you're seeing, again, more energy from Morris Elite. A club, as you said as the PA announcer, two-time division champions of the Metro.
Maybe, Robbie, maybe the key for Manhattan, we talked about this, was a change in goal.
They did switch goalkeepers. They started mainly with Carmen Profit, the very experienced goalkeeper who played at Brooklyn College, actually coaches. Well, hold to that thought for one moment. Here's Angelina Vargas, and her shot was blocked by Rodriguez and cleared away. But you talked about it, the goalkeeping switch. They went to the experienced one in Fong. Two highly experienced goalkeepers, and there's a through ball that will be taken away by Fong.
Well, when you drop a match against AC Connecticut 5-0, and especially when you're in these sort of summer leagues with the rosters, how deep they are, why not try a goalie change, right? You can always go back to Profit. You bring in Fong for this match, and so far, the 27-year-old making her presence known in net. She's had a couple key saves. Now, a lot of shots have gone wide, whether it's over the crossbar, to the left, to the right. A lot of very wide shots from Morris Elite, but so far, Fong doing her work and keeping the scoreline for Morris Elite at 0.
Good-looking ball over the top for a moment by Owie. It's just a little too far. But what you're seeing, and I think we talked about this earlier, the high press in the opposition end by Manhattan, while it led to their lone goal, you saw it there again, you haven't seen it very much. It's kind of worked with Presume being at that number 9. She forced a turnover and went all by herself to goal and was able to notch the only goal in this contest. Here's a long ball over the top towards Cross, but she knew she was offsides.
Yeah, did you see Cross? She put her hands up and she shrugged. She's like, what do you want me to do with that? You're sending it to me when I'm offsides.
Hit forward by Fong, too far for Presume, and one back by the Morris Elite defense. Here's Vargas looking over the top. This could be an opportunity for Barua. Assistant referee keeps his flag down. Barua with pace. Barua extra touch, extra pass, but a big takeaway right towards the penalty spot.
It's going to be Morris Elite. That ball was not offside, so that was a very clear chance for Barua. She stayed onside there. She passed it off, by the way. Unselfish play so far from Barua. Had 2 clear-cut opportunities in front of goal and passed it off to a teammate.
Vargas tried to go for a cross, but it was taken away and eventually hit forward, but taken away again by Vargas, and no one really able to have possession on that near side. Here's Lundeberg, but good hustle there by the 17 of Poise, who fell out of her left back position, dropped into the midfield to force the turnover, but that possession will be all for naught as that ball will go over the end line for a goal kick. Nearing halftime here at Rutgers Newark, it's Morris Elite 0, Manhattan SC 1. Robbie Basil and Josh Solomon with you on the call tonight. It's been back and forth, even though if you look at some of the stats, it doesn't seem that way. But when you've watched what we've watched, it's been end-to-end opportunities galore for Morris Elite, but they really have not been able to capitalize. We're going to get a change for Manhattan SC. So coming off the pitch, it looks to be Owie. And we'll see who came on for her in a moment. So there's a change at left back for Manhattan SC. Pushing forward is Cross. Goes wide to Andekan. Andekan lofted ball back post looking for Dixon, but it's a little bit too far and goes into the hands of Fong once again. So that ball hit forward only for a moment. Gitlin won the initial header, but it goes back to Oho, the defender. Now Waisaki pushing it forward to Poise, who's playing left back in 17 in blue, and was looking for Andekan down the left wing, but a little bit too far. So Manhattan were able to hit it forward again in the direction of Presume, but Morris Elite were able to win it again and now have a ball in the wide channels heading towards the byline. Good ball in by Andekan, but that chance was blocked again. The Manhattan SC defense has been really strong, and now they're pushing forward on the left-hand side, your near side, and good work there by Gitlin. A battle with Dixon, we'll see that throughout the remainder of this game. Looking to go to Presume, but it was taken away, and now Morris Elite having a chance near the near side wing, but she was offside. That late through ball that has worked in a way for Morris Elite, but it keeps going to a player in an offside position. It's been the extra pass that's worked, but the player's been in offside position. Is that a fair way to assess it so far, Josh?
I would say so. I think also you had the couple of chances on the corner. You had one corner. You had one foul that led to practically a corner. It was a free kick opportunity where it ended up being a cross, but it was right into the hands of Fong. And, you know, I harp on it time and time again, but when you have a match where you have one team that most of their players are taller than the other, you have to capitalize on those opportunities where a header is going to be in play. And so far, not even getting it to players that can capitalize in that sense. It's not good. It's not going to work for Morris Elite, and I think it's part of the reason why they're down 1-0 right now heading towards halftime.
Here's Gitlin hitting it forward, but it was taken away and knocked forward towards Barua. Now it's Saki trying to find that extra pass, but good work there by Lola Gitlin. And now Manhattan SC trying to find their second, but that cross, a long ball taken away. And now Morris Elite heading the other way, heading towards stoppage time in this opening half. Interested to see how much we get, if any. You would assume a couple minutes, maybe 1 or 2, but not a lot of stoppages. And here's a good bit of work by Morris Elite pushing forward on that far wing, but it's another bit of good defending by Cornett out at right back. We haven't said her name very much, but she's been a problem out there, and she's getting a lot of interceptions. Here's a good-looking ball for Baroa, but just one touch too big. And
let's see if the referee blows his whistle here. I don't even know if we'll have stoppage time.
You'd imagine we'd see a possible couple of minutes as we're into stoppage time in this first half. It's Morris Elite 0, Manhattan SC 1. Maya Pursume with the only goal in this match. One of the few players on this Manhattan team who has experience in USLW for more than one team. As a good bit of work there by Cornett, and she'll play out of bounds far side for a throw. So one of the final opportunities in this opening half. And we're actually going to get a foul against Morris Elite. We're in line with that USL2 sign. You'll see Morris Elite and their USL2 home opener coming in just a couple of days. A team, another one of those teams that have a lot of intrigue and have gotten a couple crucial results. They couldn't get it done against the Rough Riders on the weekend, but they're a team that could possibly make some noise and push for mid-table, upper mid-table in the Metro this season.
Certainly going to be exciting. One of our many doubleheaders here at Rutgers Newark at Frederick Douglass Field on Saturdays, where we'll see USLW, USL League 2. Exciting stuff.
Here's a long cross, but it's collected by Constantine. Dixon plays it back, and we'll see how much the referee lets happen here. As we're past 2 minutes of stoppage time so far. Here it is now going wide. It's Vargas.
Seems like Morris Elite might be playing for the whistle. They don't know what to do. They can't get it out of this corner.
On ball looking for cross, taken away, and now we thought for a moment it was Mitchell trying to push forward, but another good bit of work there by Roy at that left center back position, and Morris Elite pushing forward for that final chance of the opening half. Cross, long shot, but it will go over the crossbar and out of play for another goal kick, and that will end our opening half here at Rutgers Newark. A lone goal by Maya Pursume. The difference in the first 45. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go at Rutgers Newark. It's Morris Elite 0, Manhattan SC 1.
Of Big State Sports and the New Jersey High School student athletes.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer's number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer's number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Pipeworks Services, providing quality plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical services, and insulation for 20-plus years. Our unwavering commitment to excellent service has earned us the trust of North and Central New Jersey communities. Call us today at 973-298-1961 to experience our dependable and caring expertise.
Do your glory days as a high school athlete feel far behind you? Are memories of being out there competing so clear that you can feel it? But then reality sets in and your stiff back, achy knees, and painful shoulders remind you that it's been years or even decades since you could move that way. Don't worry, the team at Better with Physical Therapy's one-on-one customized care can help you feel and move better again. Their specialists will find the cause of what's slowing you down and build a plan that will help you realize that your glory days are still ahead of you. You can get better with Physical Therapy, located in the Madison YMCA. Request an appointment today at betterwithpt.com.
Thanks to Better with PT, everyone watching at home can enjoy this game at no cost.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingendsiding.com.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
From forced hot air and hot water baseboards to steam heat and heat pumps, it doesn't matter if it's oil, natural gas, propane, or electricity. Let us help you feel the energy. B.A. Colella Heating and Cooling. Let your comfort be our concern.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
At Pascarella Brothers, we love creating great food for our customers.
Everything is made daily using real fresh ingredients, and you can taste the difference.
We specialize in creating gluten-free options for our customers, all prepared in a separate area so there's no cross-contamination.
We also pride ourselves on providing unparalleled catering for events big and small.
We love what we do.
Stop into Pascarella Brothers.
You'll taste the difference.
Spear Air in Rockaway is one of the top companies in the state providing residential and commercial HVAC installation and replacement services, along with their whole home generator installation, replacement, and service. Go to Spear Air to schedule an appointment right now.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of big state sports and the New Jersey high school student athletes.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer's number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer's number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Pipeworks Services, providing quality plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical services, and insulation for 20-plus years. Our unwavering commitment to excellent service has earned us the trust of North and Central New Jersey communities. Call us today at 973-298-1961 to experience our dependable and caring expertise.
Do your glory days as a high school athlete feel far behind you? Are memories of being out there competing so clear that you can feel it? But then reality sets in and your stiff back, achy knees, and painful shoulders remind you that it's been years or even decades since you could move that way. Don't worry, the team at Better with Physical Therapy's one-on-one customized care can help you feel and move better again. Their specialists will find the cause of what's slowing you down and build a plan that will help you realize that your glory days are still ahead of you. You can get better with Physical Therapy, located in the Madison YMCA. Request an appointment today at betterwithpt.com.
Thanks to Better with PT, everyone watching at home can enjoy this game at no cost.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingandsiding.com.
Paul Beers of KJM Financial has these free workshops coming up to take the stress out of college planning. Spots are limited and filling up, so register right now to secure your spot.
From forced hot air and hot water baseboards to steam heat and heat pumps, it doesn't matter if it's oil, natural gas, propane, or electricity. Let us help you feel the energy. B.A. Colella Heating and Cooling. Let your comfort be our concern.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
At Pascarella Brothers, we love creating great food for our customers.
Everything is made daily using real fresh ingredients, and you can taste the difference.
We specialize in creating gluten-free options for our customers, all prepared in a separate area so there's no cross-contamination.
We also pride ourselves on providing unparalleled catering for events big and small.
We love what we do.
Stop into Pascarella Brothers.
You'll taste the difference.
Spear Air in Rockaway is one of the top companies in the state providing residential and commercial HVAC installation and replacement services, along with their whole home generator installation, replacement, and service. Go to Spear Air to schedule an appointment right now.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of big state sports and the New Jersey high school student athletes.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Pipeworks Services, providing quality plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical services, and insulation for 20-plus years. Our unwavering commitment to excellent service has earned us the trust of North and Central New Jersey communities. Call us today at 973-298-1961 to experience our dependable and caring expertise.
Welcome back to Rutgers Newark here in New Jersey. Morris Elite's home opener in USLW. At the end of 45 minutes, it was Morris Elite 0, Manhattan SC 1. Robbie Basil, Josh Solomon, welcome back. 45 minutes to come in just a moment, Josh. We were talking about it as the players are set to re-enter the pitch in just a moment. It was a lot of Morris Elite, and they had a ton of opportunities and almost a half dozen set-piece chances. But it was the one clear-cut chance from the visitors, and that's the reason they're in front.
Absolutely, Robbie. It's been unfortunate in a way for Morris Elite to see, because here's the thing. Their offense, in terms of getting the ball on the opposite side of the pitch, has been very successful. They've been able to control possession for most of the match, I would say, and have connected on through balls very well. But the fact is, they haven't been able to capitalize when they've gone to the net. Balls, I mean, one of them hit the crossbar. But besides that, it's been saves from Dimitri Fong and shots that have just gone completely wide. I mean, we had a shot almost end up in the parking lot. They just haven't been on target. They haven't been at the net of Fong, and when they have been, she's been able to really make her presence known.
One note that we forgot to highlight, in the first half, we did have another substitution. Ambrosier Mitchell, listed originally as number 2, but is wearing the 16. You'll see her at that left back position, so she was the one who came on earlier as a substitute. As we are set for the second 45 here at Rutgers Newark. So it looks like we're just about set and ready to go for another 45 minutes here at Frederick Douglass Field. And it's Morris Elite's home opener in USLW. Just waiting on the assistant referee, and we are underway now in the second half in Newark, New Jersey. Morris Elite trailing 1-0. They did not trail for a second. And that is not the case tonight. Hit forward towards Cross on their side. Overlapping run with Andakan. It's kept in. And an early cross. And an early chance for Barua in the second half, but there's a partial clearance. It was deflected off of Andakan. It'll be a throw-in on the near side. But you're seeing a little bit of early life from Morris Elite again. In a situation where you really have to push forward because dropped results, Josh, in a tight league like this could cause problems later down the line.
Yeah, absolutely, Robbie, especially on a team against a team that has been the two-time Metropolitan champions, a team that has gone 3 games so far on the road and has had a positive result in all 3 of them for Manhattan to get this momentum back after a 5-0 loss against AC Connecticut last weekend. This is huge for them. And even honestly bigger for Morris Elite to lose to a squad that just got wiped last weekend is pretty insurmountable.
Here's a highly lofted ball will go out for a goal kick. So we had a goal kick for Manhattan. Was able to be hit forward by the center half, but Morris Elite's able to win it back immediately. Here's Cross, good looking through ball, early chance here in the second half, but taken away. Good defense there by the 26 in red. That was Rodriguez, who has stepped up here in the second half. It is on the near side. It's Cornet who had it, and now it's Lundeberg, and the Swede trying to push forward. There's a low cross, but it was taken away by Ojo. Good work there by Mitchell, and her low shot will go right into the hands of Constantine. One other change to report, Juliana Milano has subbed on for Morris Elite. We'll see who she came off for in just a moment. Hit forward for Cross. Ella Cadigan is off, so a change in holding midfield. There's a high shot, but goes way wide. So good bit of work down that right wing, but nothing much to it in the end. So one of the players off was Cadigan in holding midfield, as mentioned. So I mean, Josh, you've seen bits and pieces of what this Morris Elite attack at full strength and what they really can do. And there's another opportunity, but it was just a chance that finished really in the top fencing, the top area of fencing above the goal. There's that ball hit forward by the goalkeeper Fong, who we talked about earlier on. Here's Melgar.
I mean, if you're a Manhattan fan watching this game right now, you have have to have the utmost confidence in Fong to step in so far. Again, after a goal change where Carmen Profit was subbed out of the lineup. In goal was a starter last weekend at Connecticut. She subs out. Now it's Fong in net, and the 27-year-old really standing out. Again, 46 career appearances, 42 starts in her college career at New Mexico State. She came off the bench in that 5-goal loss. And again, just keeping Morris Elite off the board as we enter the beginning of the second half. Again, still early on, but she's doing her job.
Well, starting to see more signs of frustration for Morris Lee. Here's Presume down the near side, and it's out of play. Assistant referee right there to make the call. Although it might be tough to see camera angle-wise for our fantastic team here at Big State Sports, who done an excellent job so far.
Robbie, I have a question for you now.
Yes.
Do you think we're going to see kind of the same storyline as what we saw in the first half in terms of Morris Elite just dominates possession, tough on the wings. Wing play has not been good, being able to shriek down the line. Like, what do you think we see a difference in terms of possession where Manhattan kind of sticks out now, or you think it's going to be the same thing and they're just kind of parking the bus and hoping for the best?
I'll answer that question in a moment as that one's hit out of play. I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, Morris Elite, like you said, have had a lot of chances early in the early stages of both the second half and throughout the first half, but so far, that one thing that's really haunted them is that extra pass in the final third.
Yes.
They've not really gotten that ball to the penalty spot and had a chance to capitalize with Barua.
And I think Barua just needs to have that confidence instilled in her. I know she has it, because in the 64th minute when she subbed on in the last game, she scored the 2 goals that Morris Elite needed to get that victory against Long Island. And now we've seen her pass it when she has clear goal-scoring opportunities. If she gets another one like that, she's got to keep it, take it for herself. If she misses, she misses. But now it's been like 2 or 3 straight times where she's had the ball in front of her. It's been one-on-one with the keeper, and she dished it off, and it just doesn't end up going in the right place.
Ball hit over the top, but in the direction of Andekon initially, and now it's the opposition 19 in Melgar. She'll get her right back, and it's by one good bit of work there by the holding midfielder. And now Manhattan SC is pursuing their way up the pitch, but a brilliant interception, and now Morris Elite trying to find that opportunity. Here's a long switch looking for Andekon, but excellent hustle by Gonzalez. And now good bit of work there by Fong as well, showing a little bit of that creativity. And Manhattan are able to get it up and clear it away.
You know what we haven't done enough of, though, Robbie, is giving Morris Elite's defense credit. Yes, their offense has struggled and they haven't been able to find the back of the net, but the one goal came off one counterattack, and it was a very good play by Maya Presume. Besides that, the defense for Morris Elite has been rock solid in this match.
Well, hold on for a moment. We're going to get the first yellow card in this match. An immediate yellow from the center referee. A little bit of a dangerous challenge. And that will bring out the training staff. So while we have a brief moment as we see if the Morris Elite player is okay, you got to give credit as a program where credit is due. Vincenzo Bernardo, one of the higher-ups, president of Morris Elite, able to build up not just a really rock-solid USLW program, 2-time Metropolitan champions, USL2 team that has the potential to be that underdog story and can cause a lot of problems in the as a mid-table side. But also, they're not the only club that Morris Elite is a part of. Of course, they have Naples Elite down in Florida, and Morris Elite were able to expand and play games in Europe this year. It's a Morris Elite program as a whole. While it's based out of a small town in northern New Jersey, as a club and as a whole, they're really on the rise.
Absolutely, Robbie. It was founded in 2016 by Vincenzo Bernardo. And ever since then, the team has just continued to be expanding. Another group of those many club teams here in northern New Jersey alongside Matchfit Academy and Cedar Stars along those lines, and they've really kind of been able to sort of cement that name with those big-time clubs in this area, and in a quick amount of time as well. I mean, it's only been under a decade, almost a decade at this point, but a very great job by this Morris Elite team to grow.
They've really been able to grow as a club, and to be able to create a two-time USLW Metro Division champion is quite commendable. As we're going to get a foul on the far side. It may be tough to see with the lighting, but there is another set piece coming for Morris Elite right by that far corner flag. Nearing the hour mark on a late night in Newark, New Jersey. It is hot, but someone may need to find another goal, or if you're Morris Elite, you're first in this match. There's an interception by Lundeberg, but now a duel on the near side that was cleared away by the Swedish player, but it was taken away by Wysocki, and now Morris Elite pushing forward again. Here's Cross trying to dance past defenders. Now it's into the wide areas. Undekon's cross with a chance right near the penalty spot, but is unable to be converted by Angelina Vargas, and that's what you want if you're Morris Elite. Lofted cross right towards that penalty spot, that 6-yard box, and that time Vargas just couldn't convert.
Vargas couldn't convert, and a player you want to talk a lot about her story. Very cool here, playing for this Morris Elite squad. She played for the Dominican Republic women's national team, made her debut on October 22nd, 2021. She actually scored against Bolivia, so definitely a player to continue to watch throughout the rest of this season, and a very cool story.
High ball over the top looking for Barua, but she was in an offside position, and it will go all the way to the goalkeeper, Fong. Now it was with Rodriguez for a moment, and now is on the near side with Cornett. Melgar. And now Manhattan really pushing forward.
First longer possession that we've seen from Manhattan, and already comes to an end, but they're going to get it on a throw-in, actually. So the possession
ball right by the sideline.
Cornett will throw it in. The possession will continue, and counting right now, maybe only a minute into the possession, but it's already been the longest, I would say, of the second half for Manhattan.
I believe we did have another substitution. Anna Carpi-Neal, number 5 in red. It possibly has checked into our fixture. Not really sure, but it looked like there was a 5 in red on the pitch, but there's a turnover, and it'll be a free kick in the corner. Long switch towards center back Oyo, trying to find her winger, but an initial turnover, and now it's Morris Elite who win it right back. Here's Root. Forward with Asaki. Lofted ball towards Barua, and an opportunity only for a moment. Another opportunity squandered by Jennifer Rodriguez.
Rodriguez has been rock solid, playing against a phenomenal player in Barua.
Here's on the near side with Cornett. Good ball. Now another extra pass, and that was the ball you were looking for towards Lola Gitlin. And you talked about set pieces with Morris Elite. Here's an opportunity coming
for Manhattan.
As we're going to get a change. 2 changes, in fact, for Morris Elite. Or at least we thought we were going to see some changes. One of them is Morgan Nelson, I believe, is one of them. And
Gia Mandiel also will be checking in for Morris Elite.
So a change. We'll get the official confirmation in just a second on what the official change will be. Audrey Campbell, who was in the match, will come off, and coming onto the pitch is Giada Mandil. She will replace Carly Wysocki in midfield. So it looks like they could be dropping Barua into attacking midfield as Mandil is right by Morrisley's side of the center circle. There's a lofted cross near post, gets through everyone. It was deflected by a Morris Elite defender, kept in right towards the byline. An extra pass and unable to be converted. And so a double change for Morris Elite as we have eclipsed the hour mark at Rutgers Newark. Score line still remains Morris Elite 0, Manhattan SC 1. And an opportunity for Manhattan, and here's a brilliant interception by Mitchell, but just maintain possession at that point. Off the ball and headed away by Vargas. Now we out for a throw on the far side. As the name lights shine on this Frederick Douglass field, Manhattan have been the stars so far, leading a goal to nil. And here's another interception right by the penalty spot, but it was taken away by Morris Elite's defense again. It was Roy right there to get the interception and able to clear it away. And now Manhattan actually able to clear it away on their own right by the midfield line, and they're going to win a throw-in.
It took until the 61st minute, but we finally see some possessions where the ball goes in the box, going the opposite way for Manhattan on offense, something we really haven't seen in the game at all besides Presume's goal in the first half. So let's see, now the possession arrow kind of switching sides to Manhattan.
Here's a high press, and now Morris Elite try to give a taste of Manhattan's medicine. Here's Barua. Barua, long shot, but that one goes way too high, and it will go out of play for a goal kick.
Barua, the forward, the junior out of Lehigh. PSCA All-State Team junior and senior team, but that one just goes about 10 yards too high over the crossbar.
Just under half an hour plus stoppage time to go, as that one will go out for a throw-in off of Morris Elite. In a very interesting situation where Manhattan, coming off of their 5-0 defeat at AC Connecticut, made a couple of switches, and so far, 1 or 2 shots on target has resulted in their lone goal as Morris Elite try to find any response. There's a lofted ball towards the top of the 18, knocked down and then cleared away by the defense of Manhattan. Ball was in the direction of Lunenburg, but taken away by Roy. Play continues after a physical duel. Now it's Cross. Cross shot blocked, but Morris Elite maintain possession. Andakan gets past one. Andakan low shot, and another save from Dimitri Fong. Ball will be in her hands as the clock continues to tick towards minute 64 in this contest.
Robbie, still plenty of time for Morris Elite to attack. Well, let's not take that out into consideration because it's only a 1-0 game. And with one right move, as we saw from Presume in the first half, one counterattack can change it all. One player can change it all. But I think the momentum has flipped. The urgency that we saw to start this first half in whatever halftime talk from Coach Savino for Morris Elite's side has kind of changed.
We have a couple of changes being made for Manhattan. Coming onto the pitch is Emily Neola, along with Talia Gaffney. Gaffney making her debut, and she will replace Lundeberg from the looks of it. So we have a couple of changes here. Double switch. We'll get the full, complete change in just a moment. Here's Barua. It's now wide for Morrisley with poise. She cuts it back, lofted ball right towards the 6-yard box, but was cleared out only as far as Barua. Her next shot blocked, and only a brief clearance. And go out of play for a throw. So we'll have a whistle, and it'll be a throw-in on the far side. On a Wednesday night, not the worst crowd you could see at a soccer game in the summer. Morrisley trying to find that game-changing goal, but Manhattan are trying to find a way to hold on to this result. Melgar pushing forward. Numbers on the break initially for Manhattan. Is into the wide areas, now back to Melgar, but she turns it over. It was Gaffney who is in that 11 who checked in, and here's a good lofted cross, but right to the hands of Constantine. So just to walk you through the substitutions again, Talia Gaffney has come on, along with Emily Neola. So a little bit of a double switch here, as we're going to have another player down for Morrisley on the near side. As we're counting down towards the final 20, nearly the final 20 minutes and plus stoppage time to go. We've seen a lot of this in this match, unfortunately. It's a lot of players cramping or going down, and like we said, it's a hot one out there tonight, Josh, and you saw the high temperatures today, and we're actually, I'm just going to have a brief water break, it looks like. Not just for a stoppage of play, but due to the player being down. It looks like it likely will be just a cramp, at least from the initial, reaction.
Currently, weather 79 degrees here at Rutgers Newark, but the humidity 60% humidity, and it's only going to increase as the night does, up to 70% around 11 o'clock this evening. Started the match at around just about 50 to 55%, and then now up to 60, and it's only going to increase. So maybe it's not the temperature because that's going down, but the humidity right now is causing these players maybe to be a little bit more distraught than normal.
A temperature that start of the match was northwards of 80 degrees, and it felt like when we stepped on the pitch a couple hours before the start, we felt the heat. And we were on the pitch for only a minute and change at some points. You can imagine for some of these players the struggle with the heat throughout the match, and we've seen a couple of stoppages because of that, as the players now being helped to her feet, and we'll likely possibly see a change. And looks like we will see possibly a new player on the pitch. From the looks of it, no, for now. So Morrisley will be we'll see what Morrisley will do if they elect for a change or not. They are currently down a player. And we'll see if they elect for a switch.
Nothing confirmed as of yet. Right now, it seems like they're going to play with 10.
So we'll see if the player comes back on. It looked like I might have been poised at the left back. They're not really sure. So Morrisley will have to drop ball, and they'll try to move their way up the pitch. There's a nice challenge there by the 19 of Melgar, and now a duel right towards the near sideline, and now Morrisley are pushing forward. numbers on the break for Morris Elite. Here's Cross trying to get to the byline. Her low cross is blocked and eventually cleared.
Yeah, Riley Cross, no pun intended, but failed to get the cross into the box and give Morris Elite another chance at a scoring opportunity. Now time starting to become a factor, right? We're in the 70th minute. It's slowly ticking down. Ticking up for that matter. Morris Elite down 1-0 against Manhattan.
Often switch towards the far wing, and it'll be out of play for a throw.
There will be a Morris Elite substitution here. She's coming on now.
It'll be the number 5.
Gibson Graham subbing in.
So Gibson Graham is on, and she will replace Poise, who was the player who went down from the looks of it at that left back position. So another change for Morris Elite. And it'll be Gibson Graham coming on. Morris Elite trying to find a way and answer. Manhattan's defense has been resilient so far. Here's Vargas, her shot blocked, but it'll be into the hands of Dimitri Fong.
Substitution for Morris Elite, Gibson Graham.
So Gibson Graham, as Josh said, is into the match as we are inside the final 20 minutes before we find out if there will be any stoppage time at the end of the 90. From the looks of it, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but other than for that stoppage of the injury, there may not be much time left to get a major result for Morris Elite, as that long throw will go over the heads of everybody and will go back into the hands of Dimitri Fong.
But Robbie, right now, something that they're missing is, I said it just a few minutes ago, but it's the urgency, it's the effort. It's something that we saw for, I would say, 35 of the 45 minutes in the first half. It's the first 10 minutes that they started the second half with, Morris Elite did. And then offensive attack, although maybe it was a little bit unsuccessful with not getting shots on target, but shots nonetheless is what matters. And right now, Morris Elite, I feel like they don't have that same urgency, but here's a counter.
Here's a through ball towards Barua, but it's a little bit too far. And we also touched on this a little bit earlier, that through ball just being a little too far. But the build-up is there.
But again, Fong doing her job, right? Being assertive, putting herself at the edge of the box, putting the ball in her gloves, and helping her team out by yet again with another clear.
On the far side, no one really able to possess it. There's another brilliant interception by Manhattan, and now it's Melgar trying to push forward, but she'll drop it off to her center back in Gonzalez. Now it's Cornett. A through ball attempt towards Gaffney. And now another interception, a lofted ball, brilliant ball. Excellent opportunity, but an excellent block and clearance by the Morris Elite defense. Let's take a look at that last play one moment. You see the build-up and then that excellent ball over the top. How about that Morris Elite defense, Josh?
Yeah, another great job. Another attempt in the box. Here's another one. Ooh, just sailed wide.
Far, looking for that far post opportunity, but just sails wide, and now Morris Elite trying to push forward with nearing the 15 minutes to go mark, and what you're seeing now is that high press, that high back line as well from Manhattan getting right to that midfield line. As this ball is out of play for a throw. Look at this play one more time.
The defensive effort certainly there for Morris Elite. 2 opportunities at the net and not able to capitalize, but the the other part of that, defense and offense, helps you win a game, and right now offense is what they're searching for.
Andekyan back post delivery. Initial ball won back by Morrisley, but hit forward by Mitchell. It has been a battle between these two sides through the first 75 minutes. Cross gets past two. Cross shot saved, but the rebound is in the back of the net. A fantastic response. And who else? It looked like it might have been Barua. It's tough to tell. But regardless, it is a goal for Morris Elite when they needed it most. It's Morris Elite 1, Manhattan SC 1.
Finally, Robbie, it took 75 minutes for the goal to be scored. But at the end of the day, it's a goal for Morris Elite, and we have another draw. We'll find out if it ends this way at the scoreline being 1-1. Still plenty of time left, but all it takes is one chance. And finally, Morris Elite has that one chance, and they capitalize on the one opportunity.
An equalizer much needed for Morris Elite. They find their goal when they needed it most. Here's a long ball looking for Pursume, but it's into the hands of Samantha Constantine, who we haven't really talked about very much. She hasn't had a lot to do, but other than that one goal conceded, she's been fantastic for Morris Elite tonight. Here it is on the far side. Morris Elite seeking a possible second. We'll see who they confirm the goal being with, but Morris Elite trying to push forward for a second, and now they pursue that ball down the left wing, looking for Andekyan, but it's a little bit too far behind the winger, and will go out of play for a throw. Graham trying to push that ball up that near side, but a little bit too far behind the left winger and Andekyan. Here's Grant. Goes back. And we'll see what if Morris Elite has a second goal in them, but that will go out of play for a throw. Right by that midfield line, and now Manhattan are on the back foot, and they try to go long to Pursume, and good pursuit rather by Oyo, and now Morris Elite getting the ball back now, and actually going to foul for a free kick. As we're heading towards the final 12 minutes or so. So we're going to get, we just got a goal confirmation. Morgan Nelson.
The substitution.
The substitute is the player who scored. So the goal is confirmed. It's Morgan Nelson, who has grabbed a equalizer when they needed it most. There's a lofted cross, won back initially by Morris Elite. And now they're going to pursue it up the far side. As there's a long ball, and now here comes Morris Elite into the 18. Another opportunity, but another big-time save. And let's take a look at that last moment once again. Another good chance for Morris Elite. That long ball over the top. And that brief mistake by Mitchell, and just the hustle by Cross, and couldn't get the biggest strike on it, but here's another turnover. Here's another long chance, but it's collected by the goalkeeper, and now it is Manhattan trying to push forward. Now they try to go far side wing, but they could not keep it in.
Robbie, why do I feel like this game just got faster? I feel like both teams have kind of started putting their pedal to the metal. Once Morris Elite scored, I think Manhattan realized that, wow, this thing could be jeopardized, and Morris Elite said, listen, we can score another one and have the lead.
They do have the talent.
Look at this. I mean, I'm not saying it was a great cross into the box, but Morris Elite really trying to get some women into the box to try and get that goal-scoring opportunity. It's something, it's life. It's life on offense that I don't think we've seen before this goal, probably for the past 15 minutes prior to it.
So the tables have turned, you can say. Manhattan, who've led for oh so long, are now at a level scoreline, but now they try to push forward with Cornett. Heading towards that byline, but
great defense.
We're going to get a foul. Center referee has pointed. It was initially for a throw, but he points in the opposite direction for a foul. So Morris Elite's defense, again, who've been excellent.
It was Gibson Graham, too.
It was
a recent sub.
Graham.
It seems like the recent substitutions have been only positive for this team so far.
Graham, who's had a lot to do at left back, while not highlighted very often. Gibson Graham, who came on a couple minutes ago, has been fantastic there at left back.
And by the way, a note on Morgan Nelson, the goal scorer, after 1 second, because they're driving down the field.
Pushing forward is Vargas. It's an opportunity for Morris Elite. Low cross cleared away by Gonzalez, and they'll be out for a throw.
Back to my point on Nelson, she also subbed in and scored in the opener this season versus NJ Copa FC. She also subbed into the second match. This would be, I believe, her third goal now in the Metropolitan Division, near the leaderboard there.
Lofted cross. It's Nelson again. Tapped home. Yes!
No. A foul. It's going the other way.
The initial signal by the referee was goal. It will stand as a goal. The initial signal was goal. Then it was a foul, possibly. But it is a goal again. Morris Elite go from 0 goals and being behind 1-0 and are now in front 2-1. Talk us through this, Josh.
Just able to stay with the ball after Barua's deflection, a second effort, an attempt, and a goal.
In a surprising turn of events, Morris Elite go from 1-0 down, just nearly 10 minutes to go, to 2-1 up. In a surprise turn, Morris Elite, who were frustrated, who were behind, or possibly in trouble, have found a way to go 2-1 in front. It is now Morris Elite 2, Manhattan 1, and they're pushing forward again with Vargas. Numbers on the break. Vargas gets past one. Vargas may not have gotten a lot of power on her initial shot. It was blocked and eventually cleared. As will be out of play for a throw. Excellent hustle by the Morris Elite right-handed side player. Might have been Vargas again, but substitutions have been excellent for Steph Savino's crew. And here's Nelson. She gets taken down. Play continues. Nelson again. Tapped home. No! Denied on the goal line. How has that happened, and how has that not gone in?
To stay with the ball, though, there, through contact, through two players, and throws in for, oh my goodness. That almost was 3, Robbie.
Game-saving play for Manhattan. And we're going to get a possible word, and this could be trouble. Gonzalez, who might be on a yellow card already. So we've gotten our goal confirmation. Morris Elite have scored with Henna Ondekan, a player who has done so much for this Morris Elite team in this match, causing problems again. May not have been the prettiest goal in the world, but Morris Elite have found a way from being on the back foot and being behind to going 2-1 in front. And now, Morris Elite crew that we're hopefully trying to have more time added on, or hoping that clock counts down, or rather counts up to that 90 minutes.
I mean, Robbie, what an absolute change of events from what we saw, where I was calling out Morris Elite for being lackluster with their effort on offense and just weren't able to capitalize on their chances. They weren't even creating those chances. One goal goes in, and just as I mentioned in the first half, with that counterattacking opportunity and presumed scoring for Manhattan, the same thing happens in the second half. After a goal in sports, especially in soccer, that momentum just completely shifted Morris Elite's way, and they capitalized with 2 quick goals.
And now another ball over the top. Numbers on the break, but they were offside once again. Again, that high line causing problems in that far wing, and we talked about it earlier that it could be an issue, but it has turned out that it's been a major issue at times for Morris Elite, that they love to go that lofted ball over the top, that quick play and that quick momentum, but it's been that high line that's countered that.
Absolutely, and here's the thing that I think, once that first goal went in, no fear. No fear on offense. They said, you know what, we got 1 goal, why not try for a second one? I don't care where the ball goes. I'm going to pass it through. I'm going to try and find the net somehow. And eventually it clicks. And that's exactly what happened for them. And they might have another opportunity here.
Vargas with the turnover and a big shoulder-to-shoulder challenge by Vargas for Morris Elite.
Manhattan now needs to hurry to continue getting these opportunities. I don't know how many there's going to be left.
Double change coming on for Manhattan. One player is off, is Haley Cornett, and the other one is the 19. That's Melgar, and they are replaced by, we'll see who they officially confirmed the substitutes to be. So, apologies for any technical issues we are currently having. Hopefully you can still hear us, and we'll go more of a radio broadcast, at least for the moment. Long ball over the top, heading towards the 6-yard box. Cleared away for a moment. Now it's past the 18. Morris Elite getting an interception. Barua on the far side. Numbers on the break. Morris Elite pushing forward, heading towards midfield. Now it's Riley Cross across midfield on the far side wing. Cross with Morris Elite still moving from right to left. Manhattan moving left to right. Good switch to Andakan into the 18-yard box far near side. Andakan's strike may have caused some problems. It's heading towards the goal line, but the referee says no, it did not fully go over, and now it'll be a chance for Manhattan to clear. As we're going to get a foul on the far side. So Manhattan will have a chance to clear. With not a lot of time to go in this match, they need to get going, and they need to soon. Here's an interception on the long cross, and it was taken away by Gibson Graham. Now she has it again, and looks like we might have gotten our camera back, at least for a moment. There's a long ball over the top. Cross is on the break. It's a 1v1 nearly for Cross. One touch, and she skies the finish. She had a lot of power on that one, but just couldn't get over the ball. And so the substitutions, we have Brianna Obregon, who's making her debut for Manhattan. Also checking into this match is Sherry Vasquez. So 2 more changes for Manhattan. And there's a through ball, at least attempted through ball, that's taken away. And looks like we might have our camera back as we're heading towards the final minute of the 90. Good little spin move by Gonzalez, but an interception by Morris Salid. And now the diagonal ball was intercepted, and now that was Mitchell who took it away. Now numbers on the break for Manhattan, trying to spoil the party for Morris Elite. Into the 90th minute we go.
Fans are on their feet here at Frederick Douglass Field on the campus of Rutgers, Newark.
Tense moments in the final seconds, or rather minutes, here in this match. Diagonal ball intercepted for a moment by Morris Salid. Can anyone knock it down? It's Nelson who does it on the far wing. She scored the opener for Morris Salid to get them back in this match. Here's Cross. Cross with a big diagonal looking for Andekan.
She's going to reach the end of it.
She's left all alone. Andekan centering pass. Opportunity for Morris Elite. They have to pass it back, and now here's a long opportunity that's going to sky over the bar. Not the worst opportunity, but as we're into the 90th minute, we'll take a look at that last shot, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice, almost had it for the touch inside the box, but a one touch and a shot just goes over the crossbar on the left side. That would have been a really nice finish. Morris Elite will still take being up by 1 goal after how they started the game, though.
4 added minutes to the end of the 90. So we'll have about 3 minutes and change to go. Another opportunity now for Manhattan. Trying to dribble through multiple defenders. Now a centering pass to one of the substitutes, but intercepted by Morris Elite and hit forward.
For Morris Elite, players on the field right now, especially those who started the game, this is going to be the longest 4 minutes that they have played this entire match. It's going to feel like forever.
Mitchell tried to go with a low cross, but it was blocked for a moment. Now, can they find any moment now? And they find that opportunity. Rodriguez, Gonzalez had it. Her cross was blocked, and now she tries to go for a second. But Kayla Gonzalez, who's moved into a more attacking position, her cross goes behind the net and out for a goal kick.
Take your time. That is what Samantha Constantine is going to do, as much as the referee gives her.
She decides to play it short, and Morris Leard is able to hit it forward. Mitchell won the initial ball back for the ladies in red, who need to move up the field. And can they try to find that shock result? Pushing forward, pursuing that second goal. Here's Rodriguez. Lofted ball into the box, goes past nearly everyone. Here's a chance, and an incredible finish. It's a brace for Presume. An incredible strike that could win any game. And Manhattan go from being behind to leveling our match. Manhattan 2, Morris Elite 2.
Maya Presume with her right foot just outside the box silences the crowd here, puts them to rest as it's a 2-2 game, right back to a draw after 2 quick goals from Morris Elite earlier in the second half. They're pouncing now, trying to get one back.
It's Presume again. She had 1 goal entering this match. She has 2 in this one. Now that ball heading towards the end line. Good duel between Gonzalez and Andekan, and it will go all the way over the end line and out for a goal kick as we're ticking down towards the final seconds, and what will be a major result for Manhattan now. They were on the front foot. They were at one point in line for 3 points, but now it has switched, and Josh, it's completely... This game has changed a fair number of times. It was Manhattan on the front foot. Morris Elite scored 2 inside of 12 minutes. And now a 93rd minute equalizer.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable game to watch. An unbelievable home opener for Morris Elite right now. Obviously not on their side, but nonetheless a great match.
They're still pushing forward. It's cross, great strike, great finish, and a great goal. It's Cross who might have scored the winner.
Are you kidding me? Riley Cross, as extra time is coming to an end after there is an equalizer from Manhattan. What a game we are watching tonight. Oh my goodness.
Another brilliant finish. Ball hit forward. How many times will this game change? And it's hit all the way forward, and that will conclude our match tonight. A seesaw of an home opener for Morris Elite and Manhattan. A duel that went all the way down to the wire. But in the end, it's Riley Cross, the youngster, the Penn State freshman, who was able to score the winner. Cross, who's made U.S. Youth National Team appearances at the U17 level, and she's able to find a way to get the winner. The final score here tonight, in an incredible fixture here at Rutgers Newark, it's Manhattan SC 2, Morris Elite 3. For our entire production crew here at Big State Sports and at Morris Elite here at Rutgers Newark, and for my color commentator and PA announcer Josh Solomon, I'm Robbie Basil saying good night from Newark. Once again, the final score, Morris Elite 3, Manhattan SC 2. Now it's go for Morris Elite. Moves over to Wysocki. Now it's in a good attacking position. It's Cross. Cross with a great strike, but it's Fong again. She is Andekon. Numbers on
Great
the break
ball
for Morris Elite. It's Andekon. It's Andekon. Great shot. Big time save. And that one's going to draw the first set piece of our match. Here's Pursume for Manhattan off of a turnover. Pursume gets past one. It's Pursume, and then an early goal for Manhattan. First shot on goal, first goal of our match. See, we're able to win it and clear it forward only for a moment. Here's Melgar, who's getting highly pressed by Morris Elite. An opportunity, and it's off the bar. Follow-up chance for Andekon, and it's wide. Shot on target. Here's a through ball to Barua. Barua all alone. It's Barua. Passes it off, and it's Andekon with a finish.
Offsides flag is up. Offsides
flag. Will be offsides. The top. This could be an opportunity for Barua. Assistant referee keeps his flag down. Barua with pace. Barua extra touch, extra pass, but a big takeaway right towards the penalty spot.
Where we'll see USLW, USL League 2. Exciting stuff.
Here's a long cross, but it's collected by Constantine. Circle. There's a lofted cross near post. Gets to everyone. It was deflected by a Morris Elite defender. Kept in right towards the byline. An extra pass and unable to be converted. And Morris Elite maintained possession. Andekon gets past one. Andekon low shot, and another save from Dimitri Fong. It was Gaffney who was in that 11 who checked in, and here's a good lofted cross, but right to the hands of Constantine. Towards Gaffney. And now another interception. Aloft these two sides through the first 75 minutes. Cross gets past two. Cross shot saved, but the rebound is in the back of the net. All right. As there's a long ball, and now here comes Morris Salid into the 18. Another opportunity, but another big-time save.
She also subbed into the second match. This would be, I believe, her third goal now in the Metropolitan Division, near the leaderboard there.
Lofted cross. It's Nelson again. Tapped home. Yes! There's Steph Savino's crew, and here's Nelson. She gets taken down. Play continues. Nelson again. Tapped home. No! Denied on the goal line. Opportunity for Morris Elite. They have to pass it back, and now here's a long opportunity that's going to sky over the bar. Not the worst opportunity. Lofted ball into the box. Goes past nearly everyone. Here's a chance and an incredible finish.
Home opener for Morris Elite right now. Obviously not on their side, but nonetheless a great match.
They're still pushing forward. It's Cross. Great strike. Great finish.